and welcome everyone. So today's video is a makeup tutorial inspired by the one and only Shelley Duvall. Shelley was a really famous actress in the 70s and 80s, especially known for her work in Robert Altman movies like Three Women and her incredible performance in Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. This is one of my favorite looks inspired by her and her big hypnotizing eyes and her overall unique appearance. And if you want to see how I created this iconic 70s makeup look, keep on watching. So Shelley truly had beautiful skin. I feel like she had that really natural look of just a really nice and beautiful glowing complexion. Since I definitely do have some blemishes here and there, I'm gonna start by applying a light coat of makeup. I like to use this one. It's called the Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. And usually I don't show you this step, but I got a few comments of people asking me how I achieve that really natural 60s glow. And what I do is I just use a beauty blender and I wet it and then use the tiniest bit of foundation. Like I've had this one for at least a year now because it really takes me a long time to get through it because I just like to wear a really natural and light coat of foundation. So to me, Shelley is truly one of the most beautiful women on this planet. I think she had this very unique sort of beauty with her big eyes and her big teeth, and I feel like if you look at her, she just has a very unique look, and that is something that I actually really like about the 60s, because I feel like even though there were beauty standards in the 60s, there were also a lot of really unique looking famous people. And I feel like nowadays we kind of gravitate towards having one beauty standard, and during the 60s and 70s there definitely was a sort of beauty standard, but I also feel like when it came to beauty, people were open-minded towards a lot of more unique features. So as you can see, I really applied a super light coat, and now I'm just gonna go in with some concealer and cover up any spots that are left. Just applying a bit under my eyes, and then on my blemishes. If you've never heard of Shelley Duvall before, she basically was a really famous actress during the 70s and 80s. She's mostly known for being in Robert Altman movies, and also for her role as Mrs. Torres in The Shining, directed by Stanley Kubrick. So after she filmed The Shining, she kind of disappeared a little, or she kind of took on different roles afterwards, because basically she was traumatized from the shooting. She says she was in a lot of fear and that Stanley Kubrick put immense pressure on her and she just couldn't take it anymore. Basically, a lot of people say that she went insane during the filming, which I don't think so, but I feel like she has had a lot of things done wrong to her, and I really feel for her because she was an extraordinarily incredible actress. She's also still alive, she just kind of vanished from the public eye completely. And I feel like it's mainly because after being in The Shining, people really had a weird view on her, and as said, Stanley Kubrick and Jack Nicholson really messed with her head, and I just really feel for her in that sort of way. And I just think it isn't fair that they put that on her instead of standing up and saying, okay, we treated you shitty, because they admitted putting so much pressure on her to get like a really good acting performance, but I feel like that's not fair if you don't tell the other person what you're doing. So for the makeup look that I'm going today, this is the inspiration. I love this look of her. I feel like it's so natural and beautiful, but so different with these long lower lashes, and that's what we're gonna recreate today. So first of all, I'm going to start off with this color. As you can see, it's pretty much empty because it's one of the colors that I love to use as a base. It's a really natural, kind of beigey color, and I'm just going to apply it all over my lid. So Shelley was also in Woody Allen's movie Annie Hall, and she actually dated Paul Simon for a while, but then she introduced Paul to her friend Carrie Fisher, and Paul Simon and Carrie Fisher started dating. You maybe also know Shelley from her performance in Popeye alongside Robin Williams. She was just a very versatile actress. I remember the first time that I saw her acting was in Robert Altman's movie Three Women, which actually is a very highly critically acclaimed movie from the 70s, but if you've never seen it, don't feel bad. I feel like a lot of people nowadays don't really know it anymore. However, I really recommend you to watch it because it's an incredible movie, and she just is such a talented and unique actress. And in that movie, you can actually see her style of acting, which is really reduced. She kind of has that acting style where she isn't really saying a lot, but she's acting a lot with her body and her face, and that's just beautiful. So since we're focusing so much on the eyes today, next up I'm gonna use this shimmery silvery color, and I'm just gonna apply it in the inner corner of my eye because it just really opens up the eye and gives you that really big doll-like look that Shelley had. I really like to use this brush. This is a brush I also use a lot for like face painting and these sort of things, but I feel like it works really well for like a more detailed look. So Shelley was born in the late 40s near Houston, Texas, and her dad actually was a lawyer and they had a lot of money, so she kind of grew up wealthy, but she was always dreaming about becoming an actress. And so in 1970, she finally made her debut as an actress. And pretty much ever since she first entered the acting scene and the whole movie scene of the 70s, people were mesmerized by her big eyes and her unique way of acting. So from this inspiration picture, and also from a few other pictures where she had a really similar makeup look, it kind of looks like she's doing a really thin eyeliner. So next up I'm gonna do that. And I really like to use these sort of eyeliners. I feel like the felt tip is really great for a super thin eyeliner. So I'm just gonna try and keep it as close as possible to the lash line and just make it really thin. So as you can see, this is very much that sort of barely there makeup look, but then it also makes a huge difference looking at this eye and then looking at that eye. This eye kind of looks bigger and a lot more hypnotizing than this one. I also think it's really interesting because during the 60s, generally a thicker eyeliner was popular, and then during the 70s, people kind of kept it a little more down. So now I'm just gonna do the exact same thing on the other eye. Just like this. And now it is time for the showstopper of this look, which are these really big false lashes that she has attached to her lower lash line. If you've been on my channel for a while, you might know that I love to wear long false eyelashes on my lower lash line. And that's why this look really spoke to me. So I'm gonna show you how to recreate her style right now. So you could obviously just get full fake lashes and then cut them apart, but what I like to do is to get these sort of lashes. I really hope you can see them. Basically, these are just kind of 3 little lashes attached on one thing, and you can take them apart really easily and attach them. So I'm gonna do that, but if you don't have these sort of assorted lashes, just kind of try and cut yours apart. So next up I'm using this little plate. I just got this from my kitchen because you can always wash off lash glue. So now I'm gonna give this a good shake and just put a little bit of it on here. Just like a little drop. That's way too much, but it's so hard to get fewer out of this thing. Now I'm just gonna use some tweezers and kind of hold it like that and then dip the fake lash into the glue. Let it dry a little. Then I'm just gonna put it right here. Like so. Making sure that it kind of stays and is attached well. And now I'm just gonna do the same thing around the eye. And just like that, one eye is down, so now I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other eye. And if you're doing this and it kind of takes you a while to figure out how these stick, don't worry, it took me a while too. As you can see, I kind of have to assort them every now and then. Because the thing the glue goes on is so tiny, it will take you a while to figure this out. But once you do, it's just totally worth it because this is such a dreamy look. Okay, so as you can see now, the lashes are on. I love this look. I love these kind of doll-like eyes, and I feel like it's so cool because when you look at it from further away, you don't really realize what it is that makes this look so interesting and different. I don't really want to apply any mascara because it kind of looked like she wasn't wearing any. But the only thing that I'm going to do now is to apply a little bit of blush and lipstick. And I'm actually going to use this. This is from a brand called Dr. Pawpaw. Basically, it's a tinted red lip balm and it is vegan, cruelty-free. As you guys know, this is very important to me. What I love about this product is that you can use it as a blush and on your lips. So that's what I'm going to do now. First of all, I'm going to take a little bit out of here. Just like the tiniest bit, and put it on my cheeks. So a little bit here, a little there. Just kind of tapping it on and then blending it in with my finger like so. It's very natural, and as you can see, this is kind of like the shape that I'm going for that Shelley look. She had a very thin face, which I don't have, so I feel like this is working really well for that look. Kind of going down here and then up over there. Okay, and last but not least, I'm going to use some of this on my lips. Also going for like a lighter coat. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if you've noticed, but I actually straightened my hair to kind of go for that Shelley look. And so now I'm just gonna put up some clips of the final look, some close-up shots, so you can properly see the finished result. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd love you to give it a thumbs up and maybe even share it with a friend. It supports the channel, it supports me, and it would mean the whole world. If you're interested in all things 60s and 70s, like the people, the pop culture, the makeup, the fashion, subscribe to my channel because I upload a new video every single week all about that, and I would love to have you around. I hope you have a wonderful day. Go out, enjoy the sunshine, take yourself some time to focus on you and your mental health today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys!